Every year, advertisers pay millions of dollars to TV shows and movies to have their products placed in that TV show or movie. This is a still from the TV show House of Cards, and we can see that there are several primarily Apple products being subtly advertised. Now, why do advertisers like to use product placement instead of just using direct ads? Well, product placement has a huge advantage over direct advertising. When you see a direct advertisement, you know it's an advertisement. Your mind critically analyzes it as an ad. You know you're being trying to pressure into or persuaded into buying something. But with product placement, your mind is not expecting to see an ad. Your mind is expecting to simply be entertained or to learn something about the human condition or to experience the joys and sorrows of the characters. So because of that, your mind is not on its guard. Your guard is not up, and it's more easy. It's a better way to subtly influence somebody to buy something. Over here, you're not expecting an Apple ad, so you don't see this as an Apple ad. Although in many ways, it's functioning as such an ad. And product placement happens in movies and TV shows all over the place. Some comedic movies have even made fun of product placement. Here is a still from Wayne's World where Wayne is so aggressively doing product placement that it really mocks the whole process. Now, why is it that people don't like product placement? It's manipulative and it cheapens the value of what you're seeing. A movie is supposed to be either entertaining or insightful about the human condition. It's supposed to portray the struggles of the characters, the character development, their interactions, all that kind of stuff. And when subtle advertising is thrown in there, it sort of cheapens the whole thing. It makes it seem like a tool of manipulation rather than something real and honest about the human condition or just a real and honest way to entertain somebody. Now, the same thing happens with propaganda. Propaganda is just various visual or verbal ways to persuade somebody. But when you see normal propaganda, you know it's propaganda. Propaganda hidden in art is kind of like product placements hidden inside of movies. Art is not supposed to be a way to just persuade you to share the author's political view if it's literary art, or to share the painter's political view if it's a painting. Art is supposed to refresh you and engage you with a deeper understanding of the human condition. When propaganda is sort of subtly hidden in there, again, it diminishes the value of the whole thing. Instead of this being something that's trying to connect you to the truth in a deep and profound way, the art is now just a tool to manipulate and persuade you. Propaganda in art, by many is seen as worse than just propaganda, because regular propaganda, at least it's honest. Propaganda in art is basically hidden, subtle, devious propaganda that tries to manipulate the viewer, tries to circumvent their critical reasoning, and tries to just trick them into sharing the author or the painter's political viewpoint. So the value of it is that when you have product placement or propaganda in art, people are more susceptible to it. But the downside is that it really cheapens the value of in this case, the product placement cheapens the value of the film, or in the case of propaganda in art, the propaganda cheapens the value of the art.